We keep the other bad men from the door.
So, I just wanted to get the gang together early in my tenure to say, yup.
Needs bad men. Keep other bad men from the door. We're back. We're live. We're wrapping things up. We are into Leftover Season 3. We are nearing the end of True Detective Season 3. We finished True Succession Season 3 tonight. A lot of thoughts, a lot of opinions. We'll get into it. Yeah, I mean, crazy week of television overall. We can all, I think everybody right now, depending on how the last two episodes go for True Detective, I think we can give the stamp of approval that it is better than Season 2. So, not like they had a huge bar to clear, but they cleared it. So, hats off to them.
I mean, they could put a pile of shit on the screen for the next two episodes, and I think we could still say that.
That is true. I'm curious where we're going, though. So, I'm interested to talk through that because me and Matt are kind of we're both in the dark, right? We have no clue. Mm-hmm. So we're on the edge of our seats. Some crazy shit happened in Succession. We'll get to, and then, man, it's hard for a show sometimes to go 3 for 3 on putting dog shit episode 1s out for each season, but they were able to achieve it. So that's interesting news. We'll talk about that first off, but next. The man with the ever-changing background, I think he'll set the mark with the most backgrounds, like by the time he's disappears from this community and never talks to any of us again. Mark Menchaca, how are you doing? And how was your viewing experience?
Oh, not bad. Like, I can't really complain. I mean, I like this week of Leftovers. I don't know. Like, I mean, I just the premiere episode never. But this is definitely the worst of the 3. I'll give you guys that one. Like, we're definitely, I think, going to be in line on that. But yeah, I mean, I give those Succession guys this. They know how to end a fucking season. We will get deeper into that, but man, they know how to pull off a fucking finale.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll just get into it. Matt, how are you? How was your viewing experience?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Yeah, I mean, like, got some good stuff this week. So yeah, I mean, I think when we get to Leftovers, I think like my first comments will be like, oh, I wish I could have been with Cody as he watched like the opening of this episode. But but yeah, Cody.
Like at this point, at this time, I'm just like an abused ex. Like I'm just like, this is just my life. I'm just used to it. He said he wouldn't hit me again, but
I mean, it made more sense than season 2 did. Like
that's true.
Like some random
one the theme of it.
But every time I'm just like, I won't hit you again. Fucking punches me again. Like, damn, never gonna change. Luckily, my sentence is almost up. So I'm still reeling from Matt's 5-star rating last week and Mark's 4.5, right, or 4. Like I'm just sitting there, just like we don't watch the same television. So that should be interesting. But yeah, should be an interesting time to talk about. Again, next week, the trailer will play for what we are doing for season 3. Been renewed. We've talked about that. Lengthy discussions. The owner is a huge fan of TV Chronicles, so it just keeps pumping them out. And then, and if Mark starts getting a little delirious by the end of it, he is in hell time right now in his job. So he may lose it by the end of this season. We don't know, but he's holding together strong right now. Also, we've also hinted at one of the shows that we have been doing for season 3. It's been all throughout this season. We've talked about it and probably some other times. So it's finally happening. We're finally going to do the show. So
we're finally gonna get to Bluey. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah. Blue's Clues. Blue's Clues. Yeah, we're gonna see what's in that fucking mailbox, baby. You can just see me. I don't give a fuck about your chair and the letters you get. That dog.
This is another goddamn procedural you guys got me watching. It's the same thing every week.
You just got a letter. I don't give a fuck about your letter. The dog deserves better. All right. Well, we're gonna kick it off. We're gonna go right into it. We're back with the leftovers. 2 episodes because man, they're draining every last drop and letting this fucker last forever. So we'll be here for the next 4 weeks. So 2 episodes every week. So well, maybe that changed. We just talked about it before show, but
who knows? But yeah, season 3 begins. Episode 1, the Book of Kevin. 3 years have passed since the guilty remnant invaded Miracle. Kevin works
that was
up again. Rumors rise that the 7th anniversary of the sudden departure will bring an apocalyptic catastrophe. All right.
Yeah, we needed a 3-year jump. Like that's what we needed more than anything. Oh.
So yeah, it's quite the opening we have with this season here.
You're 100% right. The season 2 opening is one of the worst things ever. This one, you like the music, Mark?
I mean, I thought it was a fine song. You know, I had no problem with it. You know, it felt holy. You know, like, and yeah, like you know, they're just. I mean, turns out you know they were right. You know, eventually, like this is gonna happen. They were just really wrong about the date. Like,
they were early adapters. That's all.
Yeah, I mean they were only kind of off. They were you know only like 150 years or so. But you know that was.
They knew it was coming.
Mm-hmm.
That's the end, right? When they do the water thing, right?
The water thing.
Did I not watch the same episode? Put the guy in the water.
Oh,
Kevin.
That's the second
That's
episode.
the second episode.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. It's all fucking ran together. Great. I'm in hell. I'm overall in hell. Yeah, I just love the leftovers. They like give you characters that you care about, and then they have like traumatic events that happen at the end of the shit, and then we just jump fucking ahead. Like, what happened? No one knew me to worry about it. That was in the past.
And then after this wonderful little prelogue thing, I can't imagine what Cody's reaction was to after he spent a whole season, well, maybe not a whole season, but at least the last couple episodes of a season, like, what's going on with Meg and her big plan? To all of a sudden, her and all of her people are killed with a drone strike.
Like, tell me, we talked off like in our chat for this weekend. Like, we need to do a live watch of one of these shows. Motherfucker, you should have put me on a fucking screen. I heard they all died in a drone strike. I was like, great. Like that's what we did all that for perfect.
I was thinking about that last week when Cody was arguing about Meg so much. It was like, just wait.
Just tell me you couldn't afford Liv Tyler for the 3rd season. You didn't want to pay that contract, so you just killed her off screen. Like it didn't matter. So.
I think she'd served her story purpose. There wasn't really much else.
Oh my God, she served her story purpose in the first fucking. She didn't in season 2. She wasn't in season 2 until it was very convenient for the writers to bring her back.
I mean that character, especially after season 2, it was made to be a martyr. So I think she knew, you know what, it's either this thing or the next thing. And at some point, like, I'm going to get drone striked because they just don't want to put up with my bullshit anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Like, so, you know, I have no issue with that, especially to where it kind of lands other characters. I think it kind of puts the parents in the neat positions, kind of the son too. I mean, even though, like, honestly, I think my more issue, like, I think with this one is that it's a lot of, hey, where are we now? Where's Lori and
John?
The guy John now? Oh, they're together. Cool. Margaret Qualley, she's in college. Like, it's like this is the last season. There's only eight episodes, and we gotta spend one of them just recapping like where everybody's at.
Well, it's because it's been 3 years, Mark. Everyone's grown and
Yeah, but
straight
why
off.
is it 3 years, Matt? Do you know? No, you don't. No
Well,
one
because
knows.
we had to get to the 7th anniversary of the
Sure we
departure.
fucking did. You couldn't make this shit work with a 6? Fuck off. What are you doing? Yeah, but that was my biggest thing. It's just like, oh, it's similar to like sitcoms. So I'm not a huge TV person, but like I would watch sitcoms like growing up and stuff. Like, but you know those last seasons of sitcoms where they bring all the fucking returning characters that you just saw from the like 3 episodes, and they run into it at the grocery store. I'm like, oh, you're still, yeah. It's like, oh, let's go track down these fuckers. We wouldn't have to track down if we didn't do a 3-year time jump and make me care about these characters. Like, and again, Matt, you've said a lot of things in this show. You saying why they never got him to be a part of the MCU is just more. It's more and more just apparent than anything else. Like it's 100% like the beard now and everything.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
motherfucker, where are you at? Like,
He's a good looking guy. He should have gone on to done some
done.
big things.
And his perfectly messed up hair. Like it's like,
Yeah.
just roll out of bed, but it's just combed just so.
like how the fuck isn't he like either a villain or like a grungy superhero somewhere? Like,
He could have done like a Punisher or something.
Punisher. Like I was thinking he's too tall for Wolverine, but like that vibe. Like yeah, where the fuck are we? See, in
Or
this
even like
in TV
Tony
Chronicles,
Stark
we're
now.
not in TV Chronicles. We're not going to objectify women here, right now. We're just going to tell you how hot this man is. So and we hated the women in season 2, part 1 of Mad Men. The women fucking sucked in the 60s. But you know what? We're equal opportunistic. But yeah, he's a cop, and his son's a cop with him, and like
yeah, like Mark said,
Why?
John and Lori are together now, and now John is running the scams on people, but for good, I guess. So, let me see. And then we also did get another character came back. A dog killer came back, and he's into the big dog conspiracy that now they're taking on human forms and infiltrating our government. Which, you know, Kevin, he was on board with a lot of his stuff in the first season, maybe not so much now in the third season.
I mean,
he's got his life together again.
Listen, first season, it's not that crazy. That there's something wrong.
I mean, there are wild dogs
about seeing like their people disappear. Okay, but he
it was
jumped
normal
from
back
that
then to see
to-
supernatural stuff. Interesting.
I mean, he jumped from that to, hey, I think the dogs are taking over the government, and they're going to take over the world if we don't, act now. Which, I mean, come on, like, what was he supposed to say?
I mean, when he's killed, a dog just shows up and grabs that peanut butter sandwich. So I think he might have been onto something. We'll have to see if that comes back later in the season.
We did see Matt.
Yeah, that's the one thing I didn't necessarily love about this episode is that he got his wife back, and they got this kid, and then he's like, Matt's kind of a dick. I'm leaving. he doesn't let me go past the bridge because he's afraid that I'm going to go back into a coma. We got to get out of here.
He went nuts. That's the problem. It's when you believe too much. That's when you get into the trouble territory.
Well, what? He's like leading people and they're poisoning the water or whatever, and he's
that was a different group, yeah, because he was just doing baptisms in the water.
Yeah, well, he didn't poison it, but like
Yeah,
they poisoned they were poisoning, and he was doing baptisms and stuff like that.
And Matt's like, I'm just gonna jump in there. It's probably not really poisoned.
Cancer.
He also may believe there's another Messiah rolling around, but that's whatever.
Well, and he doesn't let his wife go back to this because he doesn't want the chance to like reverse the situation. Like she's talking about that, and then what's his name? Holy shit, main character, hot boy, Kevin.
Yeah.
Puts a bag over his head and starts duct taping it. What the fuck are we doing? Well,
sometimes you want to feel something. Nora gets shot by prostitutes. Matt puts a bag over his head.
Oh yeah, Nora's broke her arm too. Like she has a broken arm, but
Yeah.
she's working for like her and the police department are like she's back with her profession, like working
Yeah.
for the departures and going through all that stuff. He's a cop, so they basically got their jobs back. And 3 years later,
Yeah.
but yeah, she broke her arm, and he's just like putting a bag over his head. And I was like, motherfucker, if you wake up in that goddamn hotel right now, I swear to God, what are we doing? You got me the first time. You slightly pissed me off the second time. Third time, I'm going to lose it.
I mean, the music is already upsetting you. If you hear that operatic note, like you're just gonna get set over the edge.
I was like, mother, no. Yeah, but that kind of ends where we don't see conclusion, but like the breathing in stuff, like, and he was double duct taping, like he was making sure that bitch don't come off. But at the end of the day, I'm like it doesn't stop. You stop in the airflow from coming out fine, but you can really rip that bitch open really easy.
Yeah. So, you just getting the feeling.
Yeah.
This was his episode. It's like Kevin or like Mark said, the Matt and John and John's son, they're all kind of working together on this book of Kevin about all the miraculous stuff that Kevin has done since he's come to this town. Pretty much just the miracles he's been seen performing and stuff. So that they've all maybe collectively gone off the deep end a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Which Kevin doesn't necessarily appreciate. He ends up going and confronting them and taking the book.
Doesn't he burn it?
Well, they see him. They show him out there getting ready to burn it, but they don't show what happens. So that's we'll see in the next episode whether or not he burned it or not. Since it's the only copy of the book.
Yeah, it'll be a mystery that we'll finally.
I mean, to be fair, 2/3 of the people in that room did see him clearly die. And then he somehow came back. You know, like I would maybe think a guy is the Messiah. If I shot him like in the chest and he lost a lot of his blood, and then he just got back up. Like I would have.
You didn't even go to the hospital till the next day.
Can we agree too? Better theme song this season.
Well, I think it's we'll have to see what happens there.
I think so. We gotta see.
What do you mean we have to see? They change it mid-season?
Well, I mean,
or they just have multiple different ones. I'm gonna lose it. I want this to be over.
Well, we'll talk about when we get to the next episode. How there's a theme.
I mean, they clearly did this one for a reason, or the next one for a reason.
Yeah.
There was that clear reason.
I don't like it here anymore. I haven't actually liked it at all, but I'm really not liking it now.
And I think the only other thing we haven't talked really about in this episode is the end of the episode. We get a old woman kind of capturing birds and bringing them to, I guess, a local church or something, and we see it's a older Nora who's delivering birds, or someone who looks a lot like Nora.
Looks a lot like Nora.
Yeah. So that
Logan
that's
Roy has really hurt me in my everyday life because when that happened, I was like, "Fuck off!" I don't care. I don't care.
Logan Roy's become Cody's spirit animal.
Yes. I'm less violent, but man, he has a way with words. Yeah, but overall episode was like I didn't give a shit. Like it was a waste of an hour. Like really nothing happened that I cared about. We just played catch up for an hour. Matt's still weird. Kevin still has fucking issues. Nora still has fucking issues. Half the people that were interesting are not featured in the episode at all. Like I'm like, cool, alrighty.
Well, at least it wasn't a whole bunch of new characters you had to get to know.
I will say, like, 2 is a better episode. But, like, it's a little, it has an interesting feel to it. But overall, still.
We got that Gary Busey inflatable. You know, we
Oh
got that.
yeah. They're trying to help Gary Busey find his way home.
Yeah. So he knows where to land.
Of
Can
all
you guys
the people
imagine
that
a
need
world
to
where Gary
find their way
Busey has
home,
just disappeared?
you know what? Not getting Gary Busey to be in this is a fucking miss.
he was too busy
World
doing
planes
Entourage at this
and the
time.
worlds and the planes and the trees. They talk to me and they say things to me. They're singing. The birds. Like he would have fucking ate this shit.
Gary Busey was like, no, that show's too weird for me.
Yeah, he read it like, I make no fucking sense. This show makes no sense. All right.
Oh, I think we got everything for that. So we can move on to episode 2, Don't Be Ridiculous.
Which is a laughable title for the show of Leftovers.
So we got Nora travels to St. Louis in her role as an investigator for the Department of Southern Departure. So yeah, as we were saying, this one starts off with the Perfect Strangers theme song is the theme song for the intro for this one for reasons.
Yeah, I guess. So they didn't play this same theme through the first episode?
I don't think. Correct me wrong, I don't think was the first. I don't even think they had the intro in the first episode.
That makes sense because then when this came up, I'm like, better. Better. But then overall, apparently,
feels like a nice little 80s sitcom theme or something we got going on.
Yeah, I was just waiting for like step by step. I'm like, yeah, let's go.
It's TGIF up in here.
Fuck yeah. Right after Full House. Let's go.
What, Patrick Dudley's the only one that's left? What the
hell? But yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say that this is kind of a Nora episode, which those are generally usually pretty good because Nora is awesome.
They are the best. She hasn't done a lot after this, has she?
I mean, she popped up in like little roles in movies. And now she's doing.
I think we had this exact conversation.
Yeah. It's just
like she is
more of her because she's amazing.
I don't love the show. Like anything over a 4, like a 3.5 star on the show, but her episodes that have centered around her are by far the most interesting of all episodes. Besides the Kevin, and stuff, but but we get this one. Do we want to just talk with that, or are we going to talk about the opening, or where do we want to take it?
Maybe jump around a little bit. I mean, like, big thing, I guess, guy in the tower dies, and that kind of sparks her off on a mission to of course, they're going to say he departed, and she's like, nah. She shuts that down real quick and gets to the bottom of that.
I just think so she's like she's full on departure, going through all that stuff. I just think the main crux of the entire thing is that phone call she gets is crazy. Yep. She gets a phone call that says, do you want to see your kids again? And they're like, who the fuck are you? Like, what? Like, yeah, come to St. Louis. You got 24 hours to meet me there. I'll tell you all about it. And this is not a joke. Like, this is real. And so she calls up her buddy and the thing is like, I need a greenlit for St. Louis. I got to go. And I think it's a really good acted scene when she gets to St. Louis and talks to the guy.
Yeah.
Because again, I'm not falling for your fucking craps, okay? I'm not falling for it. I've seen how you both work numerous times. So what do you think? And then just for you to take my knees out at me every time. But is there a way to get back? Is there I'm not answering. I don't know and I don't want to know. But Nora
he's just going to let the mystery be. He's learning.
I'm going to let the fucking mystery be. HBO's already a bitch because it shows you like a image from like the next episode before you like click on it. And I know where like his dad's featured in like the next one or whatever, and he's like with things. So I'm like, fuck this show. But anyways, she's basically saying like, buddy, like, if this was out there, if this was real, that you could pay this money. Well, I love the money too. It's like matters your net worth, matters how much you go into it. But they go see the extra thing, and she's like, they're just incinerating people. Like they're taking the money and killing them. Like you're not actually going to the next life. and he's like, it's real, like blah blah blah. I'm not. And then that guy, I don't know who the actor is. I didn't look it up, but like he is giving a really good acting performance. He's like, I'm not an idiot. I'm not a fool. Like they'll contact you on this, all this situation. He also throws her phone in the toilet, which I think was really funny. What are you doing? Like, you can't have this shit with me.
It's
I'm
all
not
in the
gonna
cloud anyway.
yeah, it's all in the cloud. Figure it out. But then to sit there and he's like, I have testimonials of this stuff, and she just plays it over and over. It gets almost like a psychotic, like looking at it as it's going through. So I wish I could ask you guys if it was there, but you've already seen the show, so fuck you. But yeah,
I mean,
I'm
he
like,
does lay out a solid case for it. It definitely
she
seems
does. He does.
believable.
But like, Nora makes a lot of sense with what it would be in this world, likely. But if you can go back to the people, like, they're not here. So even if you're going to another place, you don't know what that other place would be. So even if you're just trying to kill along and them going to heaven, if that's your plan, then you weigh those options. But and I think that's what one of the main themes of this episode is, like the people trying to feel again. Like, I think that's a big crux of this entire show is like dealing with loss and like finding way to feel human again in some aspects while the world keeps spinning around you. So I think that's like the overall themes. But I thought that was like her traveling, going back into the sector, like her job, figuring it out. She also got accused of like, so you broke your arm, but like one of the staff saw you purposely slamming in the door. Why would I do that?
Why would you do that?
Why would you do that? What were you guys overall taking from that? Like, first time watching, you saw it, but second time, like or 14th for Mark. But,
I mean, the first time I watched it, like it's Mark Lynn Baker, who was one of the stars of Perfect Strangers, as he'll be the first to tell you. So yeah, I mean it's just crazy that like that's just like one of the most random things to like put in an episode, to have him just like pop up and be like the person to kind of give her this sales pitch. But I thought that was really interesting. We see that Nora has been struggling because once again she had a child taken away from her. She has the Lily, the Christine lady came back. Apparently, I guess she's all of a sudden a good mom now, and took Lily away from them. So she's been struggling with that.
I mean, going 3 for 3 for losing kids, like crazy.
Yeah.
Like you're you know what? You may want to take the option of going through the incinerator. Like your life, Nora, like your life sucks. Like I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, she's
people get too close to you and
she goes home and sees him with a bag over his head. But she was actually pretty cool about that.
Well, that's what I was seeing. Like he going home, walking upstairs. She meets her son Tom, and they're like, "You want to go for?" No, I just want to go home. And she starts like how the camera's just working, where she's walking up the stairs, and you know Kevin's. I'm like, oh my god, she's gonna walk in on him, either dead or the thing on his head. I'm like, oh, here it goes, and then opens the door, and she's just like, and he's like, sorry, it's just to like feel like. And she's like the most like, bro, I feel you. I got you. I
got a Wu-Tang tattoo. We're good.
I know what this is.
Also, do you want to have a baby?
And then the most methodical laugh of all time.
I just walked in you with a bag duct taped over your head, and you're asking me if we want to have a baby.
Because I was sitting there, I was like, that is literally one of the greatest, like, wow, you should be laughing. Because, like, no. You want me to go 3 for 3? You want me to,
he wants to make her Jim Kelly going 4 for 4. That's crazy. Can't do it.
Yeah, I guess she has 4. This would be her 4th kid, but like, yeah, you want me to lose 4 children? That's crazy. Like,
oh,
at this point, I wouldn't take a cat in. Like, you're out of your mind. But then she does end up like. It's weird because, like, in her travels, like, she's not allowed to do certain things. Like it's preventing her from doing stuff.
She's
like
having issues with technology and stuff.
Yeah.
Not
technology is
working
not
for her.
letting on the infant stuff. She couldn't mark no. The lady's
Mhm.
like, just mark yes. It's fine. She's like, I'm not with kid. Do you have another kiosk? Because constant reminder she doesn't have a kid. And then
Nora's not
she-
going to let a machine tell her what to do.
she's trying to travel somewhere and they won't let her enter it into the map. So she has to take out a map and do it herself and get there. Very, pre Tom Tom. I'm proud of her on that one. But like that's just interesting where that's going. So supernatural elements of stuff there at work,
Oh yeah. She goes and visits Erica while she's out and about. They have a nice little convo. Then they spend some time on the trampoline, as you do when you're just trying to have a good, relaxing time.
Sure. Whatever.
Then you mentioned it earlier, but like I think the scene with her and Tommy on the bridge might be like one of the better scenes that Tommy's in the show, where he pretty much like, "Hey, Christine called me. Are you good?" And she's like, "I wish you'd never left that baby for me." Like, I left that for my dad. I didn't even know you existed. So,
right.
He made his whole presence worth it. Like honestly, with just that one line.
Yeah.
Let's lift the baby for my dad.
Anything else from this?
And then she tells Erica about the tattoo was because she got her kid's names tattooed on her arm and like instantly regretted it because like that's going to be a living reminder. And every time someone sees it or something, it's going to bring it back up and everything. So she got first thing she saw was the Wu-Tang symbol on there, so she got that now. Yeah, so she's adapting the best she can, I guess. But yeah, she's good. And I love too that she's just laughing at she's getting to get the whole Book of Kevin thing, and she's just making fun of that the whole time. Like if we can't make fun of you being the Messiah, I don't know what we're supposed to do. And then I think pretty much the only thing we haven't covered is the very end of the episode, where we go to Australia. And find there's another police officer, Kevin Garvey, there, who meets some ladies who
they were looking for a police chief that was named Kevin.
Oh,
there can only be
Garvey.
one of those out there.
Yeah. Didn't really ask any follow-up questions before they started drowning him to prove that he's the Kevin.
Not even like a Kevin G. Just like, oh, is your name Kevin? Like, I mean, I go by Kev.
You have a badge?
I get on this board.
Your name Kevin? You got a badge? Get on the board. Need you on the board right now. What? And then, like, they put him underwater, and then they keep asking the same question. Are you sure it's the right one? I'm sure. I'm going to tell you right now, you got the wrong one. I don't know a lot about the Leftovers, but I'm going to tell you, you're looking for the fucking Jesus guy that's in fucking America.
Which then they reveal that Kevin Sr. is there, which I'm assuming that's where they might have heard about this. Maybe have him take a look at the guy before you drown him. I don't know.
And did he tell them like his name was Donald or something? I feel like he would have been on the board to begin with. Like, or he under wraps he was a cop before.
So if the women ever show up to your house and ask you if your name's Kevin, just deny that. Life lessons from Leftovers. Oh man. But I don't know. Did we miss anything, Mark?
I mean, we mentioned that Nora got the call, right? And she's going to.
Oh yeah. That's they called and said, "Hey, you show up in Australia with $20,000, and we'll take care of you." So she's planning on going, and Kevin's going to go with her this time because we see he can't be left alone.
She's like, she's ready to just go without telling him anything.
Well, how else is this supposed to end? Both holding hands while they go through a fucking incinerator together. That's how the show's going to end.
Cody
They'll
shooting
wake
shot.
up. They'll wake up at a dinner table and they'll all be together and like, oh, happy the fucking singing kumbaya. Peggy will be, not Peggy. Holy shit, what's her name? Patty.
Patty, yeah.
No, Patty will be
Yeah.
making fucking pancakes and fucking everybody will just be together and they'll be singing kumbaya. That's how the show's gonna fucking end. And then I'm gonna
It's
eat
a happy ending.
So that's great. Yeah, can I go with you? Oh, Kevin.
Oh.
You better home alone your ass because they're drowning police officers in Australia named Kevin. So, all right.
All right. So that's going to bring us to True Detective Season 3, Episode 4, The Hour and the Day.
Holy fuck long episode, by the way.
Not the usual.
Hour and 11? Usual.
Wayne and Roland investigate possible connections between the local church and the Purcell crimes as tensions in West Banker reach a boiling point. So, yeah.
Listen, if you do 111, you don't leave me on a goddamn cliffhanger. You have an hour and 11 minutes to tell me your story. You do not get to make me go into the next episode.
And then Cody had to wait a whole 7 days to watch the next episode, like Mark here had to do.
Well, Mark wasn't watching this week to week.
I mean, how do you know?
Were you?
I mean, I wasn't, but that's not the point.
Thank you. I know my friend.
Not after
him.
season 2.
Yeah, I watched that week to week, which is why I did not watch season 3.
He's like, he said, I'm going to binge watch this shit at the end of it. I'm not watching it all right now. Yeah, crazy episode.
Oh, yeah. Some good stuff in here. Yeah. It's pretty much them going around and kind of interviewing people and stuff. I really liked when they went to the trailer park to interview the black guy with like the one eye. As like the whole community is like, what are you guys doing here? 7
moments ahead of it, yeah. But they're doing the whole police procedural. They go to the church. Like two guys, a black guy and a white guy, walk into the church during a kids service, and that priest felt his asshole be tighter than anything. He's like, what just happened? And then basically going through where his prayer hands were like this, saying if he's never noticed anything weird around the church. Again, just to let you know, this is very Diet Coke version of True Detective Season 1. We're in the religious elements. Things are there. Where are we going? But yeah, finally gets to realize that there's a guy with one bad eye and an African American, and they show up to this town. He's like, there's a lot of the black guys with bad eyes like that attended this service, and it gets to a racial tension point pretty fast. They basically pull him into the thing, like, motherfucker, like, we can go this the easy way or the hard way. Like, I understand what you're doing, but
like you're not looking around you right now. You're like a bit outnumbered.
Yeah, don't let them take me. They're trying to pin the two white kids on me. They're trying to do it. Like, don't let them happen. I'm just like, yeah. And then he has to like walk him out and go through it, and then they break his windshield. He's like, son of a bitch. But yeah, they go down for questioning, and I don't think they believe that this man is involved in any way. So it's basically a big hunt and peck around to figure out what the whole situation is. The whole town believes it's still the garbage man. Garbage man believes it's not him. The cops do not believe it's him either. And this episode has like I think this is the one that spends a lot of back and forth with like 80s 90s present. Like we're bouncing a lot of time between them because he's having marital issues with his wife at this point. Like they're not on the best terms, even though they end up fucking because I
mean that's a good way to end the fight right there.
It's like Yeah, she started dropping her underwear, and I'm like, he's gonna forget everything that he just was mad about in like 3 seconds. So, good move by you.
It's the nuclear option, but it works.
I mean, the kids knew it too. They were like, "Oh, the mom and dad are fighting. I guess they're gonna have sex again." All right.
Straight banging against the wall. I'm like, you're in the house with your kids. Go to the fucking mattress. Like,
He turned the TV up before he went upstairs. But yeah, they also interview one of the teenagers again. They go in hard on him. Roland's like afterwards, like you know, prison rape is like a real go-to for you lately. And they
tells everybody. Tell me what you need to know. He's basically Cole from the first season that basically gets them to confess all this shit to him. And then this one, he's like, they're going to rape you in prison. Like, if I confess to you, they're going to rape me in prison. I don't know why people confess. Like, it's not going to go well. Yeah, but that ends up the whole situation. His memory in the present day is really bad. He is forgetting a lot, but he's asking his son for like the important thing. He's like, I need you to hunt down his ex-partner. I need his brain. Like, I need his brain. I don't have it. I need it. And it's like Mahershala Ali is giving an insane performance in this. Like, I think Stephen Dorff is also giving great, but like the character arcs that he's playing between 3 things, like he just has so much range with what he's doing, and like you believe him being a senior citizen, which is hard. But he's trying to hunt down because he's still having memories of this situation that he just doesn't buy. Like the more the girl that's interviewing him is bringing up, he's having doubts about what happened with that, and like the reappearance of the girl. Like we pinned it to her. We pinned this guy and said he was the person. So like, where are we at now with everything? So I think it's like a real interesting dynamic.
Yeah. They also brought up the disappearance of a guy that he definitely took a second look at, and they definitely paused about the question a little bit.
Yeah, because the guy that was like investigating. Because the dad in this episode. Go ahead.
As they went to her hotel room, maybe noticed some things over in that hotel room that may be a little bit out of place for somebody that maybe was just at the hotel room by herself.
Mm-hmm. And the dad of the missing girls, like showed up to his old work, and he started fighting with people, and they end up like driving home because they truly believe he has nothing to do with the disappearance. Something's just not adding up in that aspect. And back in the 80s, they're trying to like hunt down old leads, get through everything to figure out. He ends up going to the girl that's doing the interview away from his son, and like kind of like wants to like hear some more of the explanation of what's happening, like because he's not fully remember what. And she's like put on. She doesn't know. Like, oh, you want to talk to me? Like it seems like I was aggravating you when you were there. But like, you're involved in such detailed stuff, but you just can't remember any of the situations.
No.
Big crux is his wife goes and meets with the mom of the 2 missing, and kind of like gives them kind of like just to seem like a voice to be there and like try to be helpful, but like it ends up swaying pretty hard because she's like, you're there, but then she's like, I have a soul of a whore, like this is just who I am, like, and she's like, oh, you're beating yourself up, but like you're loved and stuff, which just sets her off that she's actually like a pretentious person. I'm like, fuck off. So it doesn't end well with that.
No. We also got that crazy scene like in the 2015 where he's just I guess he's just imagining like all the like people he killed over in Vietnam. Just like
starts seeing them,
That was a crazy scene. Because like he's sitting in is that how the episode that's not how the episode ends, right?
No.
It's around the end.
It's near the end,
Oh yeah, because the ending ends the way it does. But he's sitting in like his office or whatever, and he just like sees the people like lining up behind him, like in the shadows and stuff, and it's like growing, and you're like, wow, that's some direction. Like that's some pretty cool imagery that they're putting in there.
Yes, I can't imagine like what he's seeing on like a day-to-day basis. And I mean, he thinks there's like a car following him around too and stuff. You know, it's getting pretty intense for him. And I'm sure working up all this case isn't really helping a whole lot.
He's going through like tape after thing too, like watching, and the guys are like dismissive, like, you, how many are you gonna watch? Like, how long are you gonna sit here and watch this till I get something from it? Like, I need to look at this. And then a classic mistake happens. Trash man standing outside talking to
some kids.
That's some
right outside the dad's house of the one that kicked the shit out of him.
He's like, hey, like that can cost me I can get 5 cents for that. Hey, can I get a penny out of that? Yeah, sure, I'll give you the penny. Like, yeah, that was the thing that he ends up getting his house shot up.
Well, yeah, he sees them coming. He's ready for them.
He bolts it. He ends up going in and setting up his like entire
flips his
like
boots
guns
off so he can just run.
guns in the right way, ammo set up, and then we basically see him like put a thing over, like he's setting tripwires in his own home, and there we see Claymore. And
fuck this front door. They come through this, they're gonna get.
And then they call the cops.
Yeah.
They get there pretty quickly. This police station must be right next door. Because they show up before they're getting a phone call. These guys are out of their car and they're pulling up before he gets on the porch. But either way,
yeah.
And then episode ends with him kicking the door.
Beautiful cliffhanger.
Fucking assholes. But God damn it. Because I watched it late at night. It was like one of the last ones I watched for the night because I just finished Leftovers and I watched it, and it was an hour and 11 minutes. And then I sit there and I'm watching it, and then I'm like, fucking, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
See, had I seen this season, I would have probably tried to put the first 4 episodes on 1 week just to mess with me.
We're not. No, this is. That's what you break.
That way you're getting the whole TV experience.
This is how you break trust with me. I give you the trust, and you bring in shows to me. Your job is to not fuck me up.
Hey, I did go with the Leftovers. I made sure we get those episodes in the same week.
This makes sense. This is what Matt does. Is I go in, I see that thing with the shield, and I'm like, hey guys, we can just break it up like this. And Matt hears me talking, and he just sees an opportunity. He sees an opportunity, just get us.
He's already planned out that this won't happen. He's trying to avoid this situation. Mark's like, why don't we just do this? You know what, Mark? That's not a bad idea. Let's do that. I walked into the tripwire, Mark. I the trip. Season 3, guys, get ready. Because every episode I'm gonna add, this is gonna end in a cliffhanger like this. Thank God I've seen the main show we're doing.
Oh, could you imagine if you hadn't seen the main show and we had to do episodes? Oh,
what I feel about that show. How I felt when I first watched that show, let me tell you, you wouldn't have stopped me.
Cody will watch the whole series in like the first month.
We'd be on week 2 and be like, Cody, how's it going? I'm in season 4 and I'm having a great time. Like, don't know really what happened, but we're having a great time. But yeah, lives in a fucking cliffhanger. So what turned into I'm going to bed. Nope. For a whole other episode. My wife's like, "Oh, you're going to bed." Yeah, and then the fucker was kicking the door and the Claymore went off, and then the credits rolled.
So that brings us into episode 5. If You Have Ghosts. In 1980, all hell breaks loose at the home of Woodward, and while in the present, Wayne and Roland reconnect after Wayne makes a discovery. I do like the I was pissed off that like when we went to this episode, it didn't jump right in to resolving that cliffhanger. We had to bum around with some other stuff for like
You
10
and me,
minutes.
you and me both, motherfucker. Because what my belief was is I was going to click play and I was going to wait until the shootout is over, and then I will pause the episode. I will start up next. Nope. So by the time the shootout happens, I was basically through the episode, so it's time to just finish the episode. So.
See, now what they should have done was like do a whole bunch of other stuff, and it leads up again to the shootout from like another point of view, and then a cliffhanger right there before you even get there.
They're in the 90s. They opened the flipping one with them in the 90s, past the point of the shootout, because they have all basically the house on the backboard looking at what happened. Because they know. Because we go through that the mom died, like she died in 88, like they're no longer with us. They're going through all basically her situation. And I did notice something, we'll get into it, but when they were scanning the pictures or whatever, just a perfectly intact red backpack was just shown, which is now a big mark. And I was like, what the fuck is that? Like, it hadn't been shown at this point, but I was like, that, and it was right next to the houses. And I was like, how does everything else look like this? And this is just the most perfect looking backpack.
Yeah,
something's rotten into that. Like, I was like, I wanted to pick up the phone, guys. I know what your problem is. The backpack's a plant.
Yes,
the backpack is a plant. Like,
see, I don't see how Wayne saw that evidence in like the 80s and just like let that kind of like go. Like he should have been all over. This is clearly
was it concealed from him? Like when he left, like because he had that. They didn't want to hire him in the 90s.
I think that the higher ups, they were just like, hey, we got our scapegoat. This is how we're just going to end this
clearly
case.
there's something.
With it. We don't care if you're not sure of it. It's over.
I feel like I don't think we get like a great sense of this, at least from the show, just because like we see, just spoiler, we get a little bit of like 1980 throughout the entire series. Like we keep seeing bits of it. Is that I think the sense is like everything wrapped up really fast. And it also kind of wrapped up really without like Wayne and like Steven Dorff like really realized it, because he was in the hospital that whole time. And then Wayne was kind of, they told him to take leave. And then he was just basically told, hey, this is over. Like, we found this evidence. Like, we're done. Like, we're not going to do anything. And the only other thing was, like, some extra thing which is actually the reason why, he gets blackballed, at least from major crimes.
Mm-hmm. And I thought they could have done a better. Maybe I'm just dumb, because we've been calling him Trash Man this whole time. But it took me a minute to realize that they pinned all the crimes on him, because they kept using his like real name and stuff. And they like pinned everything on him after he was already killed and stuff. So that's why they were it was his kids trying to clear his name in the 90s, that he wasn't really the killer and stuff.
Well, while they're going through in the beginning, Tom shows up the thing. Tom's the dad, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
The only thing I just was questioning the whole time is because he was shaved in this one, so I just like, he looks the same, but I don't know if this is the cousin or where we at in it. But he seems strung out, like he's not all there at this point. It seems like, I don't know if that's the vibe you guys got, but like he's like, "Ask Lucy, I need to make a statement." Like he's doing all this weird, like, and they're like, "You good, buddy?" Like they're trying to figure out.
It's because the daughter he's thought was pretty much dead for the last 10 years.
No, yeah, it makes sense, but it's just like,
Also, that's just how Scoop McNairy just kind of looks.
That's fair.
And we also discover that he's been like going to like he's been getting cured of maybe being gay and like these religious things. So he's had an interesting 10 years probably since the kid disappeared.
But thank goodness we get back after like 7-8 minutes. We get back to the shootout.
Mm-hmm.
We get to see the fucker go off. We get to see the whole like blow up. And I love that we get like from his perspective almost, because like he's staring at the house and you see the claymore and you see him like having and him getting out of the car and watching the bitch blow up. And then what ends up inciting this just entire like massive everybody blowing up, getting killed. Stephen Dorff getting shot in the leg, like he's injured, and then him having to go into the house.
That fucking standoff, man.
Standoff is next level.
He's like, I could have killed you. I mean,
when I shoot at something. What do you say?
Honestly, the season is worth rewatch just for that one reason. To rewatch the shootout and just see that double tap on the door, like, oh fuck, that's over there.
Oh yeah, because he pretty much said, yeah. Once I killed the cop, I knew it was over at that point. He was like, I probably could have said the justifiable, hey, they were coming after me, and maybe got away with some of the other killings. But yeah, once I got a cop, I knew it's game over at that point.
He's like, yeah, I knew I could have maybe worked myself out of this, but now it's over. And then he's like, you got 3 seconds. I'm going to turn around and unload on you. He's like, no, let me just take you in. He's like, I'm not going out of this house. Like, so he's like 3 seconds, aim for the head. Like, basically gives him the outline of what happens.
I even like the way he sets it up. He's like, hey, I'm going to count to 3 in my head. And then I'm going to unload on you, which is just fucking nuts.
So I don't need you anticipating any of it. I just need you to, as soon as I make the movie,
I just need you to act, man. Like, just do it.
And it's just like a real like scene. Like he's like, I'm not like I worked this hard. Like he didn't do anything wrong. Like you know, we can kind of see those unpack over the last 2x2 episodes. But like he ends up shooting him right in the head, and it's kind of like the 1980s like vibe and everything, because he's like slumps down in the house and like, oh, the cops are entering, but like he has to like scramble for his badge and be like, hey, I'm part of the team. Like, they could have just blasted him. Like,
look at the suit, man. I'm wearing a suit.
I remember for this episode, the next episode, he said that was the first time he unholstered his weapon since he was a cop and stuff. Yeah, so that's crazy. But yeah, that scene was amazing.
Then the very next scene, we get Tom making that public statement in front of like the family of him, the guy that just died on the thing in the 80s, because they know that she's out there. So he's making a statement to come home. It's not sitting well with either one of the two detectives. They're like, what the fuck? Like, he should not be in front of the camera right now at all. Like, what if she just escaped? Like, this is putting her in more danger. Like, they're trying to figure out every aspect. It's just not working in that aspect, which I think is really. But they turn the cameras to say that he's innocent. There's that weird defense lawyer turning around with him and like talking about it, like trying to justify like his killing of him at that point. It was like. But I know something that happened in that house that you don't know what happened in the house. But he told me to put the bullet through his head. I'm just waiting. I can't say that. You won't believe me, but that's what it ended up like. You can see it all over his face. But yeah, there's so much more to this case.
Oh yeah.
Because they end up going to that the kid's house 10 years later, right?
Yeah.
Because the one kid confessed to it, right? And they overturned the conviction. Isn't that what the whole crux is?
No, I think they were just looking at him hard because of the fingerprints.
So he didn't do any time?
No.
Okay.
But he very clearly remembered the interrogation.
What, are you going to tell me about some more rape? They're going to rape me? Like, let's just say bygones be bygones is not practiced in that house.
The 10-year gap and that memory didn't make him any more cooperative. Like, he was where he was.
We also get one of the most uncomfortable couples dinners in the 90s when Wade and his wife go over to Roland's house.
Bringing a book over, didn't bring the book over, was going to bring the book over. You don't do that to guests that you don't know. Like, you don't want to brag.
She keeps
Shut
asking
up.
questions about the case, and like, what the fuck? I told you to talk about the case.
Yeah, it's
Like,
always rough
me
when you have
and
another
Steven
couple come
Dorff-
over and
me
they
and-
start fighting.
Me and Steven Dorff have the same body language in that scene when a couple fights in front of me and my wife. I'm like, motherfucker, I didn't even want to goddamn be here right now, and you're making this so much more uncomfortable for me. That's when I walk out of the house and look at my wife like, never again. Never again. God, just couples that just fight in front of their fucking friends. Like, God. Nothing that was said at that table is worth a fight.
Well, it's because they couldn't run off and have sex real quick, and that would have stopped all the fighting. So,
Yeah, if you need to just like bone it out to like have a happy marriage all the time, you guys are going to be in real problems on road trips. Like, fuck, I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, I'm sitting there, I'm just like, oh my God, there are two detectives. You both actively have talked about that case. She has been involved in it. She's allowed to talk about the case.
yeah. Wayne's not the nicest of guys in that scene.
God damn it, definitely wasn't working then.
Oh,
Yeah.
the other big stuff I think is in kind of present day where Wayne's son does track down Roland, and he takes him to go see him. We see Roland's just got like a fuck ton of dogs that he's taking care of off on his property all by himself. Yeah, I think they have a really good scene together, kind of catching up again. Where Roland
because
doesn't really
something
want-
happened.
Yeah.
We don't know truly what happened at this point because they haven't really broke it down to us.
Mhm.
But he did something.
Mhm.
He's never apologized for it and never has come back to even like come over and have coffee or drinks with them or anything to make it right.
Because it's been like 20
And
years since they've seen each other.
It's one of the most heartbreaking scenes ever. He's like, if I did something to you, I don't remember. Like, and it's failing for me right now. Like, I don't remember a lot about anything. And like, so if I hurt you, I'm sorry, but I don't remember. And you're just like, Steven Dorff like lets down like the guard a little bit. It's like, oh, like, yeah, like he may have fucked up. He probably did. He ain't got it. It's not there.
You're making
He's
it
like,
hard for me to be mad at you.
and he's like, I need you. Like, he's like, one more time. Like, help me unpack this again. Let's try to figure this out one more time, like together. And they kind of have like the.
I'll tell you guys, he's got a really good reason to be mad at him. He's got a really good reason.
So we'll find out in the next two episodes why he did what he did. Because I'm sitting there, I'm just like, well, not the next two, the 7 and 8, because he doesn't get revealed in the next two. But yeah. I mean, how he talked to his wife and stuff, I can just imagine he did something. He probably left him high and fucking dry, but I'm not really sure what ended up happening.
That's all I get for this episode, unless you guys had anything else.
He gets into. How does he end up with blood on him?
Is that from shooting the trash man?
Yeah, shooting the trash man. Okay, so him and his wife him and his wife have some like interesting like dynamic with like couples, like how they end up fighting about it. Which I really do enjoy. Oh, the tape.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of a massive. That's kind of a massive.
That sounds like it's from the daughter.
They get an after-hour call from the thing and says that man impersonating to be my dad. He's not my dad. I just want everybody to leave me alone. Like, let me go. And he's sitting there, and Dorff and Ollie are basically like, "Hey, I believe this the entire time. You want to start talking?" Like,
because I think she says in the tape, like, the last time I saw my brother alive, he was with you.
Yeah. Well, is it? And he's resting or whatever. You were like, where is he at now? And it's like, did you do the people? Did you look through? You're like, it's all throwing it right on him. And Tom's like in this whirlwind of like, what? I didn't fucking do any. Like, why would I still be battling like this if I thought it was like me? but they are now like, bitch, we have audio. And is the next episode where they unpack underneath the porch?
I think they find it in this episode. Yeah, we see them find. Yeah, they find the backpack under the trash man's porch, and like a girl's burned shirt, and like.
Oh yeah, but they fight it in the next episode. He fights it in the next episode, so this can't be the case.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Next episode. Or do you got something?
I think like only little thing is that like in 2015, I think when Wayne was kind of reading the book, he found out that like the kind of letter that was put together, by the magazine parts, like that was actually sent by the wife at the point, which does come into play later.
Oh right. Okay.
All right, episode 6, Hunters in the Dark. In 1990, Wayne and Roland revisit the Purcell case to uncover previously hidden or forgotten clues, while Tom looks for answers and two faces from the past resurface. Bum, bum, bum. All right.
Yeah, I guess I kind of jumped it a little bit because this is definitely the next episode where they talk to Tom and tell him, like, motherfucker, you want to tell us something? It's that basically how they do the whole talking about it. They think they may have gotten the guy, like, they think he could be the person. The lead guy is like, we need to, how did you let this thing slip through? Like, all this shit.
Well, the bosses, they're full on. Well, clearly the trash man was definitely there, but now Tom was working with him. So we weren't wrong in the 80s, but maybe he was just an accomplice we didn't realize. So we can go after him now. They didn't want to backpedal on trash man.
I don't think you guys understand. Water definitely has to stay guilty.
Right, like, yeah, he has to. But then they have this whole scene, and the thing is, like, there is no way that Claymore went off in this thing, and that backpack was under there when it went off. There's just no way. And then when that moment happened, I'm like, thank you. Okay, we're on the backpack. That needed to be something, because I was like, when I'm watching it, no one spoke of it. I was like, that thing is fucking JanSport right off the clearance rack right now.
Oh yeah.
And that hoodie is porch. So how was they found next to each other?
And they talked to the cop, and he said that he saw Tom like lurking around the crime scene while they were going through it and stuff. So that's kind of more flame for that.
Yeah, and like all the big guys goes like, he did it. Like, it was found under there. Where haven't we ever found the body of her? Well, because like, who knows where he put it and stuff like that. Like, could have been damaged, stuff like that. Like, they're trying to like push it off, but he's sitting there just like, I don't believe it. Fuck. And Dorf doesn't either. Dorf's like, yeah, this doesn't make a whole lot of sense either. But they're just going off of, because they get an agreement to get a search warrant to go to Tom's house, go through all his shit. That's where they find the gays, like him dealing with homosexuality and like battling it with the church and figuring that stuff all out. But they really don't have any like guide of where it is.
I mean, they're talking it through. It's like, holy shit, this guy sounds really guilty.
Maybe we should have looked at him a little bit closer in the 80s.
They do go to that diner with that one. Who's that one guy?
That was the mom's cousin, or the brother-in-law.
The cousin, it's like mom's cousin.
Yeah, right. And then they think they're just in there for a conversation, and Ali gets real close to him on the side of the bench. Just listen.
He's like, I got some information. Maybe I get a little money out of this. It's like, no. That's not how this works.
They end up having like a press conference to say that he's the one that ended up taking the lives of those two kids, like the trash man. The wife is just sitting there like, not sitting right with her. He's not sitting right with him. They end up like storming out of it, and then the question gets asked like, I mean, if he was a prime suspect beforehand, like why wasn't he like looked into? Oh well, we were looking through all options. Like even the press don't fully believe what you're trying to tell me right now. Because like personally, if it was him, right, as an outsider perspective that hasn't watched the show, when you see them ride past him the first time, you're like, oh, the creepy vibe, like that's a little questionable. But in your heart of heart, there's no fucking way it can be him because he's got the biggest spotlight on him. If it is him, he's the one outlier. He's the weird guy in the town. Like if it is, if he did it, gonna find out real fucking quick that they did it. So like my thing was like, that's why it's like I know what they're doing, and that's why I know the bigwigs decided just to plant it on him because because they clearly have some alternative motive. The bigger wigs are involved in this. Like that's just how it has to be.
And we see in this episode, we see a little bit more of like the factory or whatever where the mother worked. That they glossed over it briefly in like the first couple episodes. They didn't really spend too much time with it. Now all of a sudden, it seems like that's more at play in this episode here.
Well, they're going back there because that trooper who found the backpack and the stuff now works for that Hoyt company, and that was also a thing too. Is they also found out that that company, which like the wife had worked at, may have died under mysterious circumstances because they found out that she had OD'd, but maybe like the cousin was saying, maybe possibly she was murdered. You know. Like
didn't the cousin say like she was getting payoffs for them or something too or something? Yeah,
she was maybe getting payoffs from somebody who maybe she came back to, and they didn't want her saying stuff.
So we're getting into the true detective of it all.
Well, yeah, Tom ends up running down his cousin. Like the cousin, right?
Yeah, because they can only hold him for like 24 hours, so they got to release him, and they just let him wander around the police station and like eavesdrop on like meetings that the policemen are having, talking about the case. And
he knows where the offices are, so it's fine. He just goes up there time to time and just hears them talking about him.
So he hears that the cousin's back in town. He's got some information, and he's like, "Oh, okay. Well, I have a good idea where he might be." And he tracks him down to a motel room and kind of questions him a little bit. And that's where he kind of gets the information about, I guess, Hoyt and the company and stuff a little bit for him. So that'll lead to where he ends up going at the end of the episode.
Ollie goes through like this spray painted like building. Like there's a bunch of things written all over the wall. I wasn't really sure where that was like leading from. But then
I feel like he just didn't want to go home. Like that was just
okay. Dwarf finally sees his memory loss in 2015. Like he walks in and goes, Hey. I was like, how you been? Oh shit, it is really that fucking bad. All right, buddy.
That's a good scene. He's like really patient with him too.
Yeah. But then his ex-wife right now, they're separated, I'm assuming, right? They end up getting divorced. She's doing a book tour, is what I'm knowing at least. I guess this is the 80s.
They're still together in the 90s.
I mean, it's his wife.
The 90s is still good.
Yeah, and then in the present day, I think she's passed away, right?
Yeah, she's just dead.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe she does stick by his side the entire time. Who knows? It seems like they're on the outs in the 80s. So
all they have to do is just have sex, and they'll be good again. So.
But then he ends up. She's given a book thing, and then the guy from the trailer park with the one eye is sitting there like, I hear she's still alive. Like, was they found? So
was it the same guy?
It wasn't. It was a different guy.
Yeah, it was a different guy with the
guy.
Because
what do you mean it's a different guy?
There's more than one black guy with a bad eye.
It just looked exactly the same.
It definitely
I'm
was.
saying this. Look, I'll pull up a screenshot of both.
I'm just saying.
Are you going to tell me they're going to introduce a guy with a clear white eye episode 4, and
Yeah.
then in episode 6 is going to be a totally different guy.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying the guy in that scene, I have seen in other things before. Hey, he was in The Leftovers. Like he was the granddad in The Leftovers. And the
shit,
guy
yeah.
in the previous scene, I had never seen in anything. I don't know who that guy
I mean, I wasn't staring. I wasn't knowing who the actors were. I'm just looking at a guy with one eye that's stumbling upon this murder death. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, you got to be associated.
I mean, that's what they said in the trailer park. You just like went after the first black guy you heard of with a bad eye.
Guess what? Guilty as fucking charged. Because let me tell you, I didn't think of another guy that would be a tie to the case. That I just saw 2 episodes different.
Because he wasn't really tied to the case until they tied him to it. Now this guy, we don't know.
God, I hate this fucking shit. I'm done doing this shit.
Oh, guys, we might not be picked up for next year after all.
Yeah, we're back in negotiation.
But yeah, the different guy. So that there's some mystery in the 90s for what's going on with that. I guess I am assuming we'll see more of that in the next 2 episodes.
I fucking hope so.
And
This
then
is his son?
Yeah, and then, like I said, Tom gets some information, and we see. Oh, they do have that scene where they go back to the house, figure out that the peephole wasn't a peephole, that their kids were using, I guess, to pass notes back and forth or something like that.
Oh wait, so it's the guy from the one in the 90s, the one that they were originally talking about, but they just didn't ever discover?
Yeah. They never actually found. He was the
God,
guy.
so they picked up the wrong guy. They literally just did what I did. Cool, awesome, love it. I didn't study faces at all. I just assumed I was like, okay, we're doing a time.
And it's not like it was the same episode. It was like 2 episodes ago.
No,
so,
I just was like, okay, another white eye. I was like, there we go. Here we are. Like, oh, apparently not. Just racist. Got it. I'm no better than True Detective. But yeah, that was trippy. And then this guy fucking leads down this elevator and all this stuff and gets into a pink room. And guess what? We're doing a great job. Tom just gets a guy right behind him, and then the episode fucking ends.
So we figure out though that Tom did better police work in this episode than the
Wow.
cop.
So this is a sex trafficking ring.
It's something because
It has to be.
It's
The
rich
government's
people
behind
up
like
to something.
They're abducting children. That's
Mhm.
what it is, and females at that.
Mm-hmm.
Once that guy was planting a backpack, I was like, I know what this. We'll find out there's actually a hillbilly that lived associated. They cut grass somewhere, and we're like, "Fuck! I thought it was this. It's not this."
That would be crazy if they just brought him back, and this was before Cole and Marty caught him.
Family's been around here for a long time,
or it was his cousin.
But yeah, overall, I'm thoroughly enjoying True Detective season 3.
Oh yeah,
I think it's a really good
and
season.
unless they just totally screw up these next 2 episodes,
which they definitely could. They definitely could.
I really like the ending. I think the endings are really good.
Well,
I think they wrapped
doesn't
up
mean anything coming from
my first.
8.5, 8.0. So yeah, in the solid points. So
yeah.
That's where we're at.
All right, you guys ready to head over? Talk about some Succession.
I mean, nothing really happens. So.
Yeah, not too much stuff.
Maybe not the first 2 episodes as much, but
I'll just say this real quick. I don't usually start with this, just watch all. I finished these episodes on Sunday after things popped up on the text chain. I was really angry I did that. I really wish I had milked it a little bit.
If we could have done a watch along, it would have been way different. My face would have been like,
there was a moment in episode 8. It was like, oh god, I want to see the guys' face when they see that moment.
Oh, the unthinkable. Like how did that screw up happen? Yeah, I was in there like.
But we'll get to that.
I've never laughed. I haven't laughed that hard this year in a long time until that happened, and then the stuff that followed.
Oh yeah. But yeah, so episode 7, Too Much Birthday. At Kendall's lavish birthday bash, Shiv and Roman try to arrange a meeting with Lucas Matson, a tech mogul who recently snubbed Logan. So yeah, it's Kendall's birthday episode, and if we know anything about Kendall, he's gonna make a big deal out of his birthday, and it's gonna be pretty crazy. Oh man.
Episode overall, I don't love this episode as much. Maybe it's too centered on Kendall. But him throwing a birthday, Roman and Shiv bouncing through, like not following the rules and stuff, like is what it is. But I do love like the scenes where Roman's like, "Well, you're not allowed in here." Like, "Oh, really? What? Oh, you gonna call the cops on me?" Like, going in anyways. So like, fuck off. But like how close he is now with Logan, and Shiv is kind of put on the back burner, and like Shiv's not handling that super well at all.
I mean, I don't want to backtrack a little bit when we find out that, or at least the Waystar team basically finds out that there's probably gonna be no legal ramifications for everything.
Yeah.
And then we see Tom react.
Tom's not going to jail. And I love that Logan gives him like a little pat on the shoulders, like, I'll remember.
Tom goes to fucking Greg's office and starts flipping shit and be like, "Woo, baby!"
Yeah, they both have a nice celebration because Greg thought he was going to go to jail for it too. So, yeah, that's a nice little moment.
He's just glad he doesn't have to sue Greenpeace in prison. You know, he can just keep doing that as a free man.
Yeah, but then like I said, pretty much the rest of the episode is the birthday party, which I love. That like the first thing you got to do is walk through a pink hallway, where at the end you're told that you just got birthed into Kendall's party, and then there's
Roman's
a lot
like,
of mom's vagina
"That's my
jokes.
mom's vagina. That's my mom's vagina. You might want to tighten that shit up." Like, tell my wife my mom has a wide vagina. Like, listen here, buddy.
Oh man.
Because yeah, they're like, this is like before the wedding's coming, because her mom's getting married, so they're going through all this stuff about Kendall. Basically, all the rules: you can't wear a jacket, you can't be in there, you have to have this, and they basically say, "Yeah, fucking, you're gonna have to shoot me before I do that. Thanks. We're going in." Yeah,
like one of the most douchebag things I've ever heard is like he wants everyone to put their phone in a box. Is like, I want my present for you all to be present. So
he also doesn't want people wearing coats. Yeah. You know, he keeps going back over to Connor about like not having his jacket.
Connor, who's got his arm like in a brace, and then in the next episode they're like, no, he's good now.
And then Shiv's like, "I'd rather die." But yeah, that whole back and forth. And like Greg's hitting on Kendall's assistant, but Kendall's assistant is like saying that he has to do like a piece on Greg because he's got to like, do scorched earth because Greg turned his back on him. So there's this back and forth game that's being played, which I think is really interesting. That Kendall still tried.
Yeah, I just kind of like the siblings. Like anytime the siblings are together, I like it because they have like that. You can see deep down they actually somewhat care about each other, but they're just so mean to each other on the surface.
I mean, we'll talk more about that. But I mean, really, we see the way they are. It's just all Logan's fault.
Oh yeah,
like it's Logan's fault because they don't know how to be normal human beings.
They've been pitted against each other their whole lives.
Yeah. Like to them, like everything, all like kind of the backstabbing, like all that. That's the normal stuff. Like that's how we show love to each other.
Speaking of, Logan gave Roman a birthday card to give to Kendall, which pretty much just tells him to cash out and fuck off, and where he's going to give him $2 billion for all of his shares, and he never wants to see him again. So, I mean, if that's me, I'm taking that deal.
You could have made that $500 million, and you're never gonna fucking hear from me again, Papa. Where the fuck do I sign? Like, I can't have a day job and work at the company and keep it afloat. I guess I'm just gonna go watch movies and watch baseball and sports for the rest of my life. Not gonna be me. Like,
Oh, God.
2 billion too? That's like that joke. It's like wives ask their husbands, like, "Would you punch me in the face for $1 billion? $1 billion? I would cripple your ass for $1 billion. We'll share it at the end, but what are you talking about? $1 billion? You know how much? Not $1 million.
But you gotta
$1 billion?
think, though, Kendall's birthday party probably cost $1 million.
And I still have $999 million left.
If anyone could spend $2 billion, I think Kendall probably could.
Oh, yeah, even worse. He has 100. He has 1.999 billion.
Oh. But yeah, then the rest of the episode is pretty much
like hundreds for the rest of his life and still be fine.
They're all working on Alexander Skarsgård is here as Matheson said, the tech mogul guy that Logan's going after. So they're all kind of trying to work that deal out. I love that he get introduced to him where he needs the 3 Ps is all he's looking for at this party. And then
really overall, like Kendall, him and his girl or whatever, like trying to like make him feel better about all the shit, and like the party offers him a BJ, turns it down. Awkward. Don't understand that move, but sure. But it kind of comes to the conclusion of like Kendall really not wanting them to be there. They're still there. He's getting mad. He's like, they are fucking coat. Like, stop it. Like, listen. And then Roman like pushes him down at one point. So this is like this weird like tension between everything that does not super well.
Yeah, because Kendall's already had a nervous breakdown. Then I just trying to find like the gift that his kids made for him. So he has like a freak out on that when he can't find it. And then his girlfriend person maybe gave him like a watch for his birthday. He's like, I have a watch. What is this? not the best gift receiver, I guess, but
in the car, and shit's not happy from the night either. Like,
no
one leaves very satisfied from the besides maybe Roman.
Yeah. Yes, Roman does track down Matheson. They have a nice little talk where Matheson asks him like, so when will your father die?
It's a little weird that you're wanting to know when my dad's going to croak,
but it's okay because then Roman lets him piss on his phone, so
yeah.
They bro it out. But yeah, the end of the episode, no one really seems happy, like I said, except Roman made some headway. So, but the rest of them, not so much.
Well, I mean, Kendall's just realizing he's just alone.
Yeah,
like, I burned every bridge, and now this is where I'm at. Like, and Shiv is like, oh, I guess I'm not good at everything. Like, maybe I suck at everything. Maybe I actually wasn't ready to take over the family business.
All right, next one, I guess. Unless you guys have something we missed.
No, I think we covered it all. Crazy party, but yeah. Episode 8. That is a word. At a Lux family wedding in Italy, Roman airs suspicions. Jerry draws a line, and the Waystar team grows concerned about rogue tweets.
Yeah,
Chianthicide? I think it's Chianthicide.
Chianti, sorry. It looks like something Hannibal Lecter would say.
Chianti, whatever. Yeah, so Logan's being Logan. Wedding's happening, and they're having a meeting with basically the Pierce group, right? She's part of the Pierce group at the beginning. She's at least there. The girl that was talking to her crippled father in the chair.
Oh, that's not the Pierce group. That's the people on the board. Yeah.
Wasn't they part of the Pierce family?
No. That's the guys that tried to steal the company out from under him. Yeah.
The girl, the blonde girl. The one that whispered into her dad's ear, the ones the private jets, the whole big
Yeah.
thing. Isn't that
Yeah.
part of the Pierce group? Sandy and all the
Well, she's Sandy, but they're not the Pierces. The Pierces is that's
Oh,
the
yeah.
family they tried to buy.
Yeah, that was the other.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's it's the Sandys.
family.
Yeah, Sandys and Stewie. Yeah. Logan tells them about the thing, and they're like, "Oh, I mean, would have been nice if you told us sooner, but I guess it sounds like a good deal." So they're kind of reluctantly on board with it.
They were mad they weren't involved, but
Yeah.
don't stop because we like money.
Yeah, pretty much.
They have a board meeting where Logan just stands outside and stares into the board meeting. Like, please put on the notes that he's just standing there and staring at us. Tom calls Shiv, and once there's everybody's asking where Shiv is, and Shiv's like, "Oh, she's not here today. She doesn't feel well, so maybe we won't go to the thing." But she's just pissed off at Dad at this point. So.
She's like, "I'm on speakerphone. I don't know what you're saying. You don't know where I'm at."
Yeah, Shiv's still mad at Roman and Logan and all that stuff.
Roman's going through the stuff on the plane with Shiv too about hey, so we need to tell Mom to make sure she signs a fucking prenup because this dude's got 3 failed marriages, 4 kids.
Oh yeah.
She's like, not my kind of problem. You can figure that shit out. But yeah.
Then we get to Italy, I guess, for the wedding. Kendall's got a buzz cut, as you do when you're going through some crisis there.
Which is Mom basically asked him if you're on the bend.
I do like how they subtly, his assistant tells her that there's a podcast kind of looking into the Roy family dirt, including the death of a waiter at a family function. And he's like, "Oh, no, just keep an eye on that one for me." I like that was a subtle way they just kind of brought that back into his forefront of his mind right there. Oh yeah, so they're doing all the wedding stuff.
Jerry and Roman Jerry basically tells Roman to stop sending me dick pics. What, you don't want my dick pics?
Yeah, she brought an actual date to the wedding.
Yeah, so there was that pushback. Kendall gets kicked out of the wedding, the party from his mom. He won't go with the recommendations. Connor proposes to his girl, and she declines and goes, "Well, I'm going to act like you said yes, so I'm going to be excited."
She's going to think about it. Well, she needs to see if they need to draw up a new business proposal.
Greg's trying to get with a flipping Duchess or whatever situation, and they're like, "You're batting out of your league, buddy," because he's still hitting on the secretary, and they're like, "Shiv's like, bro, at least you're helping the ladder."
Yeah, you got to use her as a date ladder. So, and then of course Kendall wants to have a sit down with Logan, have a dinner to kind of discuss
8
stuff.
o'clock alone. Tell him I'll think about it. He'll think about it. Which is a fucking banger scene. With that.
Yeah. We get to the dinner, and I love the first thing they bring out the food, and Logan brings his grandson out to try some of his food before he eats any of it. And Kendall's like, What the fuck do you think I am?
Yeah. And before that, Roman basically tells his mom to get a prenup. And she's like, "Oh, he's fine. There's no need for any of that. No, you need it." Shiv meets him up and you need to get a don't do this. You need to make sure because there's stuff to take care of. And then back to the meeting where Kendall basically sits down and tells him I'm not you. I'm a good person. You're a bad person, and I want out. So give me my $2 billion. I'll have to think about it, Kendall. I'm not really sure. And then basically was I've covered up every mistake that you've made. I'm the bad person. How long did that kid suck in air? 3, 4, 5 minutes? Did you even try to help him? Did you try to save him? So, and I'm the bad person. fuck off. Like, just basically, you'll get nothing, is basically how he puts it. And like,
he's basically walking Logan up to the edge of the cliff. He's like, why don't you just jump?
yeah, like, just
do us
why don't
both a favor.
Because he like puts it back in his face, like,
oh yeah,
Logan kindles.
definitely.
And he just sits there so stoic and no movement and no eyebrow moves or anything. I'm the bad person. I've given you everything that you've ever had because of me. Like, thank you, Logan. Fucking turn on the gas. Tell him exactly. There are thoughts that happen at the end of the next episode that people are like, me fist pump. Yeah.
It's still his fault though. Like the reason why he's like that is his fault. Like, he is
Mark.
Mark, don't waste your breath. There's no.
There's no point of you bringing it up. But
Poor platinum spoon children that never
because I
had
just
a
know
need.
I knew. I'll just say, we'll get to it. We'll get to bad guy of the week. But I know it's going to be a fight. It's going to be a fight this week. I don't know.
No, we just need a majority, Mark. So.
You two will be in lockstep, so it's whatever. But like, these poor children, they got to live in ivory towers, and like his dad built the backbone. What was he supposed to do? Send him to labor camps because he gets. And they got selfish and they got needy and they depended on it and they didn't try to make their own advances in this world, and they're going to blame Daddy for it. Well, Daddy built his own money, so it's Daddy's money. Fuck off.
But yeah, so then it's Shiv and Tom get involved in maybe a little dirty talk, and
that may hit a little closer to home.
Yeah. Shiv's idea of dirty talk isn't necessarily what I think Tom was thinking it was going to be.
Like fucking disrespectful cuck behavior. Like, Jesus Christ! Like,
yeah,
you don't even deserve me. I don't even love you. The fuck are we talking about? Can you just call me a bad boy or bad girl? Like, moving the fuck along. Like,
yeah, the next day she said, "Oh, that was just dirty talk." It was like, "Oh yeah, I don't know."
Why? I don't know. Feels like you're speaking a little close.
Fuck off.
Oh
fuck
god.
You. Like, okay, all right, Tom. And then she's like, later on, she's like, you can't like say what you want in that bedroom and then pull it back up to have sensitive moments. Like, yeah, about that. Yours was a little too close to home. Like.
And then we have Roman makes headway with Matheson. Pretty much, it seems like we're going to have a good deal going here.
Well, yeah, after his tweets of him like doing something weird, but
yeah, Matheson was doing some crazy tweets, but Roman, I guess, talks to him and gets it all straightened out. So everyone's congratulating Roman. Jerry's proud of him, sends him a little congratulations message. Logan sends him a little congratulations message at the same time. And you know, Roman being Roman, gonna go send Jerry another dick pic. As his dad's text message comes in, so he ends up hopping on the wrong text chain and accidentally sends a dick pic to his father.
My jaw hit the floor. He looks at that phone.
He walks across and like Jerry not doing anything, and there's the bing.
And you see Logan look at the phone and look at Roman.
I need a minute. I need 5.
As you see Roman just like sunk down into his chair.
And then the weird thing is she goes to Shiv and goes, "Is that?" And he goes, "Yep, that's his dick." Like, how do you look? What? No. Why does the sister have to be the identifying source of this? And then
yeah, Shiv fills in Logan on the whole Roman Jerry relationship. Logan asks him, "Are you a sicko?"
You a sicko? Like, you do this like this? Oh, I just having some fun. It's like, well, we have to cleanse this. Well, I think it's freaking weird if we fire like that. Just, and then Shiv tries to get Jerry to like make a report about harassment towards him about doing this. I'm gonna have to think about this. So, damn it, chess is not working in the favor of everything. But yeah, there's a whole debate. Oh my god. I'd love it. It says eat this and just sends it to his father. Like,
yeah, that's one of the greatest moments. Most uncomfortable.
End of the episode is Kendall sleeping in the pool.
Sleeping, I don't know is the right way to say. Probably intoxicated on some substances as the children go inside. So it's just Kendall alone in the pool as you see him start to kind of slip into the pool a little bit.
Did we see him like fully like face in the pool?
You see him blowing bubbles in the water pretty much.
Yeah.
I couldn't really tell, like, to be perfectly honest. Like, it was it could have gone either way for me.
And I got to say, I was watching this live when this happened. So this was a long week of people being like, they could kill Kendall off in this episode.
Is Kendall dead?
Because, I mean, this is HBO, like Game of Thrones time. You could kill off a main character. And I feel like they pretty much done... You could reasonably say they've done everything they can do with Kendall, that it wouldn't be a surprise if you come back the next episode and we find out that Kendall's dad kind of drove him to killing himself practically.
That final dinner between him and Logan would have been a really ideal kind of send off to him. Like, if they decided to do that or not.
Yeah. So that was a long week of discussion. Like, are they going to kill him?
I do also think this should be said. Apparently, it is pronounced Chianti-shear. Chianti-shear is the way
Matt. Jesus Christ, get it together.
Marcus, the hero this podcast deserves. Someone needs to work that into a trivia question somehow. I want to see if someone try to spell that.
It will come up in your math, Mark. We know how this works for you. All right.
So that brings us to our season finale, episode 9. All the bells say. Matsson's vision for the business leads Shiv and Roman to manage the fallout while Logan weighs his options. I like how they pretty much immediately let you know Kendall's okay.
Yeah, he just go to the hospital. Get some IVs. He's gonna be fine. And they discussed the dick pic and everything like that. I was like, that's the most thing you've ever done. Like, of course you did that.
And I did have Sopranos flashbacks when the family's playing Monopoly there and stuff. Thankfully, it didn't get quite out of hand, but
right.
And Logan is reading Kendall's son like a kid's book, and he's like, "Hey, are you too old for this?" And like, what?
Can you give me a book with some action in it?
But that whole struggle, kind of just thinks like everything's going normal in their life, but apparently, Roman and Matsson is not like. The deal that Roman thought was going to go through is not going through as planned anymore. Like,
because they were just supposed to just buy his company out from him,
and that may be changing at this point. And Roman's kind of on his back foot. And
I mean, his company now may be worth more than Waystar at this point. So, they may now be the little man in this scenario.
Yeah, they have a nice sit down with Logan, and Matsson kind of explains what could happen, and Logan doesn't say no.
and stupid fucking Roman, the dumbest guy in the fucking world. Like, I think we gotta go deeper in this, but Roman, I was
could be potential. Could be potential. Back of the week.
Well, are you Roman? For being an idiot.
Oh, you're giving somebody a reason for being a billionaire. Fuck off. Oh, Peter Kittle didn't go to jail. What a bad guy. Oh my God. Paying for all these people's lives to absolutely do dick.
I think my food might be poisoned. I'm going to have my grandson eat it first.
Right. Smart man. Smart man. You don't get to be where you don't go down the water without just and then you got to think about it. The wedding's happening.
Yeah, we still got the wedding.
All things. Noticeable absence of certain things are not showing up in the background as is. Like
which no one's more disappointed than her soon-to-be husband, who really wanted to get some of Logan's connections. Before that, the siblings.
He passes along to him and goes like, "Oh yeah, what do you want me to do? Make him a knighthood?"
Yeah, the siblings, they all get together for like a little kind of intervention for Kendall to kind of just like let him know that we all love you. We may not always act like it, but we do. And Kendall says that it should have been him because he's the eldest boy, which Connor doesn't really appreciate that. And he has to make everyone know. Like, I am the eldest son. Oh, yeah. But yeah, the wedding happens, and so that's nice. And then
let's get to it. Kendall confesses.
Yeah, they have the pretty much Shiv figures out that Logan's up to something, and Roman kind of tells her that the meeting didn't kind of go as anticipated. So she sees that Logan might be just trying to sell the whole stuff and take it away from them. So they try to get Kendall on board, and Kendall's still just kind of like broken and stuff. And that's when he kind of breaks down and confesses what happened with the waiter in the first season.
And Roman's like, Shiv killed somebody. Killed a few people, right? Shiv, yeah, I've killed some people. Like, tries to make it feel better. Does not make it feel better.
He's like, it's more of an accident. At worst, you're an irresponsibler. You're not a murderer. You tried to save him.
And then it starts to click in their head that something is happening. Something is afoot. Because Logan is being quiet. They're calling Frank, and Frank's like, "Oh, I'm at the office." "Oh, you're at the office?" "Well, fuck off, Frank." And then Barry's not picking up, and everybody's sitting there. So they're having a whole meeting inside the car, and they're like, "What do we do?" And like, it was like, "You overthrow. Like, you need final control for all the stock purposes to make sure it happens." And he won't have that with everybody else, so we just got to get on the phone with everybody and get them to all agree to overthrow Logan. We're going to take him out with the trash. Roman does not first sit fine with that because Roman's, battling with it as daddy. Like, daddy, he loves so much. Daddy, please don't hurt me, daddy.
He's seen flashbacks of like Logan telling him, like, you better be snipping your fucking arm, son.
You better be fucking sniffing your own arm.
Yeah, but eventually they get him on board, and like this is like the first time we've actually seen the three of them kind of like working together as a team.
So that was awesome. I love it.
Yeah. And Shiv, she calls Tom and lets him know what's going on, and she's like, "I need your support on this." And Tom talks to Greg, who's like, "Greg, some moves are happening. I want to take you with me." And Greg sends up like, he's like, "You'll have 20 Gregs." And then pretty much, "Do you want to make a deal with the devil?" And Greg's like, "Hey, what am I going to do with a soul anyways?" So Tom and Greg are on board, it seems.
Are they on board?
I have not.
We're going to get to that at the end, but yeah.
I have not stopped thinking about that scene since
I think Tom flips on them.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. Well, once we get there, we can just that.
Because the kids they show up.
Logan.
Well, they go into the room and they're all like with these lawyers and they're all running these books. And Roman's like, "Can I see that?" And he's like, "No, they can't." And then they see the security guard walk out and they make their way. And then he calls them in. He goes, "Sit down. We'll talk about everything." "No, Dad. What did you?" "I think it's time to sell, get out of it, make profit, like need that extra $5 million. But he wants Kendall out of the room. He's like, I'm not doing it with him. I don't trust Kendall in the room. He's like, no, you can. And then Romulus, and he's like, Romulus, take him out. I'll fill you in later. He's like, nope. And
we're a unified front.
So you selfish, basically fucking snot-nosed fucking kids, all right?
We're like, what are we supposed to do? And then he tells them, make your own fucking pile.
You're taking the pile out from under us. It's like, and make your own fucking pile. Like, what are we supposed to do? And he sits there, he's like, well, you can't do it. We can overthrow you. We have max majority. He's like, is she still on the phone? And they're like, what? Get her on the phone. Calls up, his ex-wife has agreed to the divorce shares, basically putting all the shares back into Logan's possession, where Logan has final say. The kids have nothing. And she's like, Mom, you slit our throats. Like, you killed us. Like, you ended us right now. Like, all this back and forth. And then, like, get the fuck out. Like, you
like, I got you beat.
I got you.
It was one of those moments.
Win. I fucking win.
It's one of those moments when I saw them in the car, and like I know how this is gonna end.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it's from that line from last week.
Tom
Was like, "Hey, I've seen you get fucked a ton. I have never seen your dad get fucked. Somehow Logan's going to win here. I don't know how it's gonna happen, but he's gonna find a way."
And they're melting down, like they're having a thing. Tom comes and like comforts Shiv, and she's like crying.
Well,
and,
as Logan gives him a little pat on the shoulder as he walks by.
Reenacting The Godfather in that.
and you
Shiv,
can see
like,
Shiv sees it in her eyes.
Do you think she knows?
Oh, she knows. She puts it together because she sees Logan pat Tom's shoulder. Yeah,
I didn't know. I didn't pick up the pat on the shoulder.
Yeah,
but Shiv was like, "How did they know? Like, how did he know?"
Yeah. She sees that and she realizes,
and then when
I call Tom. Yeah. So pretty much Tom gave Logan the heads up. It seems.
And Roman like sits down in front of Jerry and be like, "Jerry, like, is there anything like can he do that?" And then she's like, I look for the shareholders, and like hits him with his own line. Like he says,
she brings back her line. Is like, how does it serve my interest? Pretty much, I told you this at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
You should be looking out for how does it serve your interest every time, and she always does. So, yeah, it's just great ending.
Oh yeah, I totally missed that part where he does like there's a full stop in the middle of the hall.
Mm-hmm.
Shiv sees it.
Yeah, and then as they're hugging, you just see her eyes. She puts it together in her head.
She knows.
Yeah.
She knows.
Yeah.
Like I told her about this, and he was probably like he got Greg over and probably said like, hey, like let's go tell Logan this, and I'll get the mom together, and which I would like to think Logan probably thought about that beforehand, but like Tom was able. I mean, I'll be perfectly honest. I felt good for Tom in the moment. I was like, "Attaboy."
Oh yeah.
Like
I just have her telling him that she doesn't really love him.
Yeah.
This is Game of Thrones. This is bad. Dog eat dog. And Logan wins.
Mm-hmm.
Great fucking episode. Great fucking ending. Because at the end of the day, I've said this from episode 1. All of these children deserve jack shit. They don't deserve the money. This is literally like being related to your, like, if you're at the end of the day, Logan has the right to do with what Logan wants to do. Like, if Logan wants to sell everything and live in a comfortable life where he wants to, he can. They have enough resume built up that they can get professions in other areas.
I mean, honestly, they're still going to get a ton of money off this deal. The only thing is that one of them won't be running the company.
Or also,
aren't they out of it though? Aren't they out? They don't have shares anymore.
No, they still have shares. It's just that their mother's shares went to the father.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, because he negotiated the
they
deal.
no longer have the ability to overvote him.
Yeah,
but they still have shares, so they're still going to make a ton of money.
So Logan, boo, fucking who? You're going to be a billionaire.
Like, this is our birthright. This is one day we were going to have this.
That's great. That is absolutely selfish child fucking behavior. Oh, I want to be able to run a company instead of just take a lump sum. Fuck off. You did nothing to earn the lump sum. Just take it.
Well, I mean, he's pretty much been telling them their whole lives. He's been grooming them for this.
And the funny thing is, you guys are going to sit at the end of this episode and you're going to sit there and say Logan Roy is the bad guy. That he actively sold his own company from underneath his children because the children were going to come in and throw him out of his own fucking business. That's bad guy behavior.
Here's the thing. I'm sitting here at the end of the season, asking myself, what was all this for? Like, he built up this entire company and he talked about legacy this entire time, wanting to build this family legacy from this company, and ultimately he just decided to sell it. Like, what the fuck was the point of all this?
No, I know the point.
Just
like,
for some more money for his pile.
What was the reason of building this up?
Okay, I can tell you.
What was the point?
I can tell you. That was his plan. This entire season.
No, it wasn't. He clearly wanted to leave it to the kids.
On.
He just felt disappointed at the end of it.
Hold on.
He realized he couldn't do it with any of them.
No.
Which is worse shit.
Go watch this whole season again. There's a common theme through this entire season.
Each child
He
fails
puts
him.
every kid through a test. And every one of his kids show him that they are untrustworthy to him. He tests Shiv. Shiv goes behind him back and offers a board seat for herself at the end of the day. Roman, chaos looming around him at every corner, hitting on different people, hiding the stuff behind Madsen's back, not doing it. Kendall tried to fucking kill him. Connor is a fucking lunatic. So he put all three in a test thing, and they all broke his trust throughout the entire thing. So at the end of the day, when he knew he couldn't trust the people that he was going to leave his sole possession to, he sells it from out from under him because he doesn't trust any of the succession. He doesn't believe that they will be able to hold up because they're double-crossing everybody behind their back. They're double-crossing him. He's at his lowest point, having Loop, and they still, Shiv uses it as an example to get herself an extra benefit in the situation and not looks out for Logan. The whole family fucks Logan. Logan just decides to have the last laugh. It looks like Logan's the bad guy. No, those three kids failed the test. He put them to it. Is it methodical? Is it psychopath how he tests people? Sure, but I don't know how else billionaires test people.
I will agree with you on one end. I do think on some end he does believe like these kids are not like up to his level, and he feels like they failed.
He's right.
I do think on some level he is doing it in some sense because he knows he can't control them.
Yeah,
like, and that's what he wants. He wants to control them, which in a way is like that's counterproductive to what you want. What at least what you want to do this entire time of wanting to leave this business to the family. I feel like that has always been the end goal of this: leave the business to the family. And ultimately, he doesn't want to do that. He's like, I'd rather have this be my thing and not be anybody else's.
We got to think how the show starts. He asked them to sign on papers. They all pushed back on the papers. At the end of the day, he did build this life for them.
Because he wanted the control.
Right. But he should. Because it's his. It's not. So the thing is, he's built it. He's given them the life that they want. Right. Hold on. He's given them the life they've earned. They haven't had to work a normal 9-to-5 job. They've gotten their money. They fly on private jets. They eat caviar out of 10. Roman's able to write $100 million check to a kid if he hits a home run. All this stuff. He's able to be these cocky children. He knows that. But when he presents something to them that says, hey, I want this to happen, they push back and they argue with him. The problem with that is they wouldn't be in a position of power to argue with him if he didn't give them the life that they earned. He needs them to just bend the knee because if not, they wouldn't even know what a private jet looks like. So his whole argument from season 1 to season 3, he had a health scare. He had multiple health scares. They've all used it to benefit themselves and prop themselves up. Even when he hasn't been his vicious side of himself, he almost gets Roman and Kendall to flip the company on him at the beginning.
Well,
he never like says Kendall that he wants to give up.
In the therapy episode where like, you hate us because we have everything that you gave us.
Yes. But at the end of the day, when he says, "Hey, sign this paper," you shouldn't be like, "No, what does it benefit me?" No, you should be like, "Yes, thank you for the extra millions that I had to got from you." Why do they feel entitled to have the power that he just granted them?
Like, I feel like he also kind of wants that. He wants them to kind of be looking for that other thing. And he punishes them for also looking for that extra bit, which is fucking weird. Their dynamic with their father is so fucking strange.
Oh, billions, yeah.
Honestly, they should act like Connor. The problem is none of the three don't act like Connor.
No, that's because
he doesn't.
But the dad doesn't respect Connor either. Like that's the only
right.
He respects him the least.
They think the only way they can get his love is if they do this.
But think about it. Connor has no conflicts. Logan doesn't fuck with. Connor gets to live the lavish life that he lives.
The only really time
like Connor all that much, like that's the
right. But he also is not in the end of the day trying to fuck him over. And
the only time that Logan was proud of Kendall was at the end of last season when Kendall fucked him over.
Yeah.
But at the end of season 2, Logan, looking back, was kind of egging on Kendall a little bit to kind of make
been egging on Kendall everything.
But Kendall's also not in jail because of Logan. Like there's things that Logan provides. The kids want everything, but not recognizes what he does. He's just not the bad guy of the season. There's no way. The kids are the fucking bad guy. All the kids.
I'm not going to fully argue with you in the sense that Logan definitely views the kids he sees as possible successors as failures. But I do think he has been giving each one of them conflicting messages throughout the entire show that what he wants and expects from them, and then they'll kind of give him that, and he's disappointed anyway. Like it's fucking.
If they just do whatever he tells them to do, he's not.
They don't.
But if they did, he wouldn't be happy with that.
No,
there's
he would.
no way to make
He would. He would not be. Matt is absolutely right. He would not be happy.
Think about the shit problem.
You show no backbone. All you do is do what I tell you to do.
He would be happy with them, but he would not respect them, and he wouldn't see them.
You guys don't watch the show. Kendall, he shows that Kendall doesn't have a backbone. Why does he show that Kendall doesn't have a backbone? Does he just wake up one day and say that Kendall doesn't have a backbone? No, because he oversells the company at the beginning because the guy wouldn't say yes, and he knew that he thought he had to bring in a deal for old daddy, but he overpaid for the thing. So he showed no killer instinct. So at that point, he doesn't do it. The moment that he says, Shiv, hey Shiv, I want you to be the next successor. Shiv starts overstepping her boundaries when he says it needs to be a training for it's not on Shiv's schedule. So Logan pushes her off the side because he can't trust her, because the moment he tries to trust her, she oversteps into the Pierce debate. Romulus oversteps everywhere because he tries to overthrow with Kendall. If he doesn't step in, he doesn't do it. The whole thing is, yes, is it a weird like mind games that he plays? Yeah. Sure, but it's basically the game of telephone. I tell you 3 different things, and I want to see which one comes back to me. Everybody comes back to Rogan to tell him the problem.
Because he would only respect them if they were just like him, and he would never listen to him.
He's a ruthless business guy. If they would have just followed in line, he would have still yelled at him. He would have still screamed at him. But the life they live would have been still the same life. They chose that life. They chose to be acceptable. If they didn't like it, they could have moved as far away from
that means that he just wants Tom. He just wants someone who's going to listen to everything he tells them to do.
He wants a Connor. He wants people. Hey, I'm going to provide something to you. You got to provide something to me. But every time they put up brick walls and make him have to hammer through. We've been in 3 seasons of this, and they've been trying to overthrow him 3 times on 2 different health scares. What the fuck?
I'm not arguing that the kids are good, but
I'm saying it. You can say that him selling this company from under them is bad guy of the way. That's just fucking ludicrous.
I think it's more that he gets
the mom is more the bad. If you want to give a bad guy of the week, it's the mom. It is not. It is because she knew better of what to give up. Logan, she knew if she gave Logan was going to do this. No questions.
Yeah, but then she gets money, so
Same thing with her. She got away from Logan, and she still lives a lavish life. They could all do that, but the problem is with all three of them. The problem that you guys don't realize: Logan is considered bad. Romulus, Shiv, and Kendall are all him in younger forms. They are all power hungry psychos.
They're all like they're all parts of him.
Correct.
Yeah, because none of them is the whole him.
They can't just be happy.
Yeah.
They're waiting for the next power trip, and they can't be satisfied.
Yeah, because I mean that's how they've been brought up.
Yeah, that's what Logan did to them. Logan raised
Connor was brought up that way, and he's just wanting to be the president.
Yes, I'm not arguing that the kids are good either.
He wants to be the president and bang a hooker. I don't know what you guys. Kendall could have easily done that.
Wife to be president, like that's all Connor wants.
You know, if Kendall shows
the
up
only
to
good person on the show was Greg, but even him, his soul's been corrupted. Just being around these people.
If Kendall shows up to a Fortune 500 company, snorting coke and doing meth, guess what? He's not going to rehab. He's going to jail.
Kendall, no one on the show deserves to be running with this company.
Now you brought up real quick. Greg is so funny. Like is talking about like his relationship with like Kendall's secretary, and he's like, "Oh, like I think I may have been in with this Duchess. Like maybe I'll be like 13th in line for the crown of Italy."
And like at the end of the day, Shiv can be as mad as I've been recommending Shiv for Bad at the season because she plays both sides of the fence so fucking much, and then to now get to push somebody so far to a breaking point that he flipped on you and to go to his own dad says a whole fucking lot. Like,
I mean, after the shit that she said to Tom, I don't blame him at all.
you made your bed, Shiv. Lying.
And
like you can
Mark
be
said,
mad.
Tom said it like 2 or 3 episodes ago. I mean, Logan doesn't lose.
Yeah, that message means so much.
And they set that up so well this season.
They built this season to a
Tom told him
team.
like, "Hey, I'm going to go to jail for you," and Logan's like, I'll never forget this." Yeah, so
I even love how they built up this Gojo. Like it felt like such a nothing thing brought up like in episode 7, and it turned out to be like the
what?
Like
the Matheson, the company that's gonna buy them or whatever.
Like it brought up as like almost like a little aside, and then it turned out to be kind of the season altering moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean that's how it goes with these businesses. I guess it can flip on you in a second.
Yeah, but no, this is a spectacular episode.
This whole season is great. Yeah. So, do we have anything else? Do we want to move on to Bad Guy of the Week? We've already been debating it for a little bit, it seems.
Yeah.
But before we talk about Logan, does anyone have any other nominations to throw on from any of the other shows?
Yes,
or?
I'm going with the mom.
You're just gonna say the mom.
The mom knew clear as well to not give up those shares to Logan because she got out of the relationship with Logan, so she knew exactly for the same reason. It was this season or last season. They sent Rom to him to talk about negotiating with money, and he goes, "What's your bottom line? Your dad always wants something more to this. There's something bigger behind this." For him to bring that up to her, she knew what it had to entail. And their kids were warning them the entire time, and she still hit the green light. So, I mean, she didn't give a fuck about her kids' choices either. And she knew how much of a power trip her ex-husband had. So at that point in time, she fucked her. She fucked over the kids. Logan couldn't have operated if she didn't say yes to it. And if he can convince her, that's crazy. Because she was in a lockstep. She had the money. She had all the stuff in the agreement already. It's crazy. Mom's my bad guy.
I anticipated this. I anticipated the pushback. And I am in like at least some agreement with Cody on this one that the mom just as much at fault as Logan is, which is why I would suggest the Roy parents in tandem.
Can't do it.
Okay, I can go with that.
That's what I would suggest.
I feel like that's a compromise.
Both Logan and the mom are the bad
guys. Fine. If you want to put them both on the thing, I will find it. Just to let you know, behind the scenes, that's a 90-10 split on and Logan's getting 10. But I'll agree with it. I'll go with the Logan
that's.
pick.
I think that's fair.
I need
Yeah.
you to put 90-10 on it. You can read it how you want to, but I'm going to read it how I want.
You do not do such thing. It is definitely 50-50. Like
It's 100% not 50-50. That's crazy.
No, it is. It's 50-50.
Yeah, just like Omar needed to die.
I mean, like I said, the big thing for me is like Logan is like anticipating that my food might be poison. I'm gonna have my grandson tested.
That is also
Was
a
it
great.
But was it poison?
Then
Was it poison?
I'm gonna practically talk my son into like he's a worthless piece of shit, knowing that he's already in a bad place.
He knows his
Matt,
life's better if Kendall goes takes a dive.
Matt, there's a reason why you're here. I'm very glad that you're here to talk some sense and like
Talk some sense into who? I can't be reasoned with, fucker.
All right, so kill count, Succession. I don't think there was actually any kills this season, so I think we're still at like 2 for Succession.
I think we're at 3.
Let me
Kendall's
go back.
definitely dead on the inside.
Well, that I mean, we could. I counted Kevin dying twice in the season 2 of The Leftovers.
You better. Okay.
All right, season rankings. All right. I can start off.
No, you already saw it. You already saw it.
Okay, go ahead. See what you got.
I'm a 5.
Okay.
I'm 5 stars. I don't know there's an episode I would take out. The birthday party's still a lull, but there's stuff that still happens
There's
throughout
still some gold stuff in that episode.
There is stuff that is planted in episode 1 that gets paid off in episode 9. It's literally a chessboard. The stuff that I was like naming out to you guys about it is the stuff that I've been able to put through, and I watched this one time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is just me. The way they do this entire game is chess. It is literally one move after another, and you can just see Logan making moves and putting people on test. I think if you watch this a second time, the things that you would pick up in the background would be mind blowing. I think they are brilliant. I think they are brilliant with how they set it up, because you think it's just like, oh, it's just a family with a dynamic. Yeah, but Logan is literally being a chef right now, and he is cooking things up that you just don't even notice until. And why is he keeping Shiv in the dark on this stuff? He said Shiv could be this. He already broke his trust. He's moving to the next kid. He moves on really quick. Like, he doesn't wait. I loved it. 5.
Yeah, I'm at a 4.5. It's easily the best season. There are 3 episodes in the season that are in contention, maybe being like the best episode of the series. Like, I mean, there are 2 really great episodes here, but like a shareholder meeting last week, also spectacular. You definitely agree with as far as like character arcs here. The character arcs here are really good, and just where everything ends up, they really know how to build to a moment and just kind of bring you to this really nice high here. So yeah, it was really, really hard to not just plow through season 4 after finishing this. Like, it was incredibly difficult.
I waited for today to watch this because after reading, I watched it the first time, and then like I had to rewatch it today because I was like, I knew to do that again, because if I would have watched season 4.
Yeah, I mean, you look at where the characters are at the beginning of the season and where they are at the end of the season. Oh, yeah, it's just it's amazing.
Like Penthouse to Homeless. Like, it's like the biggest drop on some of these characters.
Oh yeah. I mean, this last one, they finally get all the siblings together on the same page, working together just for it to just go crashing, burning in flames and everything. I love it. This is a 5-star season for me.
4.75. It joins the top with True Detective Season 1. The question is it better than True Detective Season 1? I say yes, but that's my vote.
I am a no.
I figured.
I think I'm a yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is a sub spot. It's just an anthology versus 3 seasons
Yeah,
of just straight
yeah.
like character work. It's hard to update. That doesn't you can put a 1A, 1B. It doesn't really matter. They're not really that far apart. If you wanted a single season of television, True Detective season 1, you would not miss on at all.
yeah.
Like you will have a grand time. So
Yeah, if you only get like
So that-
8 hours to watch, then you're good. If you're gonna build the time and take and watch 28 episodes or something, then yeah. But
So that is it. I think we're still okay with our current structure, or are we up in the air with what our current structure will be?
I think it's working pretty good. Yeah.
No. Like episodes for next week.
Oh
'Cause
yeah,
we
yeah,
were-
yeah, yeah. So yeah, next week we got what? 4 Successions, 2 True Detectives, and 2 Leftovers. Yeah.
Yes.
So we're gonna dive right into season 4 of Succession.
Yes. So we will check in, and then at the end of next episode, you will find out what we are doing for season 3. Can't wait to do it. We'll check it out next week. Bye bye.
You wonder ever you're a bad man?
The world needs bad men. We keep the other bad men from the door.
So, I just wanted to get the gang together early in my tenure to say, yup.